Okay, I'm not only done with the fights, but also temporal vortex and some other things, but it's still the same day. Obviously, there was a boss fight in here, nothing interesting, there was not much talk or anything, or it was not even difficult at all. Let's activate the final building. So the holy water has been activated. We have explored the area, and with that the quest is completed as well. I'm at least 6, 7, 8 weeks ahead of when I should appear here. So you can do this on week 2, you can do this on week 3. Whenever you're on level 95. And now we can just go back. And become a hero.
Dragon Slayer, come over here.
Are you Scorpion?
I've been waiting for you here for a long time.
Where? Here.
General Quaesitia sent me to escort you to the palace court. Now the whole city is anticipating your return. Everyone wants to meet you. The Dragon Slayer who restored the Holy Channel.
A bit sarcastic.
What's wrong? Do you have something to say?
You give Lathander what you recovered from the monster, and recount the events at Parenthalis Nile.
That was dropped in the boss fight, there was no extra information on this item.
If I remember correctly, the name belongs to a member of the former Deep Elf royal family, Parenthalius clan. He was also a leader of the Parenthalius Legion. If the monster you encountered in the ruins was Theomodius, it's been a long time since the demise of the Parenthalis clan. How could he still be alive? Dragon Slayer, I must return to the library of the palace court to consult the historical records of the Parenthalis clan immediately. It will take me some time to access the records. Feel free to go attend to your own affairs. When you're ready, come to the side room to find me. Also, after the Holy Channel was restored, General Quaesitia removed the lock on Cyril's gates. Now all Deep Elves can retrieve holy water from the Holy Channel. The entire city of the Unyielding Silk has been completely revitalized. Feel free to take a stroll around to pass the time.
And by the way, if you don't want to think at all, and you just want to go through a campaign like as if you were brain dead, you can just click here and it auto-paths everything for you, and you have nothing to do, just click on the fight and that's it. Sometimes if you're weak, you can just simply upgrade yourself. Let's talk.
I looked up the historical records of the Parenthalis clan. They disappeared hundreds of years ago. How did they appear in the castle ruins? I took an excerpt from the original text. After losing their last battle, the Parenthalis clan retreated to their family castle for a last stand. During that time, a meteorite crystal fell from the sky. The soldiers of the Thalassian clan, seeing it as a divine inspiration from the Spider Mother Cyril, stormed the gates of Parenthalis Castle. After the Thalassian clan breached the castle, they found it overrun with monsters. The Parenthalis clan was nowhere to be found. The long-lost family has suddenly reappeared. Something is clearly amiss. We must report to General Quaesitia. Will you come with me now?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go to the palace court. General Quaesitia should still be there at this time, taking care of political affairs.
Dragon Slayer, the Unyielding Silk owes a debt of gratitude to you. With your help, the Holy Channel has been restored.
General Quaesitia, the Dragon Slayer and I have an important matter to report.
You and Lathander explained to Quaesitia the strange happenings within Parenthalis Nile.
So the monster in Parenthalis Nile is Theomodius Parenthalis. Lathander, any thoughts?
One possibility occurred to me. The Parenthalis clan did not actually disappear, but all turned into monsters, like the ones the Dragon Slayer encountered.
turned into monsters. Have they?
Quaesitia falls silent for a short while before she speaks again.
It certainly sounds more plausible than vanishing into thin air. How did they become monsters? Did you find any clues?
Not yet. But according to my experience, I'm certain that the meteorite crystals, the rots, and the Parenthalis clan turning into monsters are all connected in some way.
General Quaesitia, there is an urgent message.
It's always urgent.
Gander escaped.
Then go.
Gander escaped into the strictly forbidden Dark Silver Tower. We dare not act without your orders. Patrols have surrounded the tower, and we stand ready to follow your instructions.
Are you deaf? Without my orders, no one is to go near Dark Silver Tower. You pack of undisciplined mongrels! Withdraw those troops immediately. If anyone from the army dares approach Dark Silver Tower again, execute them on the spot. Lathander, Dragonslayer, come with me. We have to hurry to Dark Silver Tower.
That was the first time I ever saw General Quaesitia lose her demeanor. The impulsive Ergander just had to break into Dark Silver Tower, which General Quaesitia had strictly forbidden any approach. On the bright side, we'll soon discover what secrets are hidden within Dark Silver Tower. Let's follow General Quaesitia to Dark Silver Tower.
Questions still arise in two places. We'll discover this sometime later. And we can go to Dark Silver Tower. Didn't work out. Hopefully you don't have to fight. Crazy. I mean, I don't mind either way because I'm gonna get resources after all. But we could have saved this so easily. This should already be very much the end game. Because we've been here in this rotten underground for quite a while and we've just purified them. Is this where I have to go? Dark Silver Tower.
The attic is in disarray. Everything is torn apart and strewn about.
It looks the same as the previous building. I'm not sure what's
Ergander's
secret
still
here.
So he must have already entered the back room. Confound it all. How did he find the mechanism for the hidden door? Lathander, Dragonslayer, follow me.
You and Lathander follow Quaesitia into the back room.
No. I can't believe it. Her Majesty Secretia. How could she have become such a thing? Quaesitia. What did you do to Her Majesty Secretia?
Ergander, stay away from Secretia, or I'll kill you where you stand.
You realize that now is not the time to get involved in the argument between Ergander and Quaesitia, but instead to get a thorough grasp of the situation at hand. You notice an unconscious female deep elf lying on a bed in the middle of the room. The deep elf lying on the bed is covered in swollen lumps, her festering wounds emitting a putrid odor of decay. Clearly, she is a victim of the rot.
Yes. This is Her Majesty Secretia. How did she become like this? I've never seen such a severe case of the rot. What happened?
I'm also curious as to what happened. General Quaesitia, you previously told me that Queen Secretia had gone missing. I never imagined I would find myself before Her Majesty, right here in your private residence in Dark Silver Tower. I believe that everyone here wishes to know the truth.
Lathander, do you remember? Before I took control of the Unyielding Silk, Secretia once directly mobilized a troop and personally led them through the blocked northern gate. The entire troop was annihilated as a result of that operation. Only Secretia managed to escape, but barely alive and with severe injuries. From then on, she began exhibiting symptoms of the rot. I concealed the news of Secretia's illness. She's my sister, and my most important family. I couldn't see her exiled to that awful terminus place. Ever since Secretia fell ill, I've been searching for a cure to the rot.
So, to cure Secretia, you first dispatched a healer to Terminus to research medicine, and later ordered the Dragon Slayer and me to find a cure. Had the Dragon Slayer first retrieved the meteorite crystal, this plague would have all but ended. Yet, for the sake of curing Queen Secretia, you willingly prolong the spread of the rots.
I had no choice. Secretia's illness couldn't wait any longer. I had to find a cure, or she would die in no time.
Allow me to offer counsel. This decision was incredibly foolish. You knew beyond doubt that halting the rots should have been the priority.
But we are of the same blood. And to me, she is...
Regardless of what Secretia means to you, to us, you are the ruler of the Unyielding Silk. The fate of all your kind rests squarely in your hands.
My decision to save Secretia wasn't solely because we're sisters by birth. It's also because of the changing political climate. Ever since I took over the Unyielding Silk, the Thalassen clan became divided.
Mhm. There is a new clan.
Friction between Oster and I, plus Secretia's disappearance. All of it may lead the other clans to believe us to be embroiled in internal strife. But they will still fear the power of the Thalassen clan. Once Secretia is gone, the delicate balance will crumble. Other clans will immediately realize that the Thalassen clan is fragmented, and we will be mercilessly dealt with.
So, you're saying that Quaesidia has always been protecting Her Majesty Secretia? I don't believe it.
Just then, the unconscious Secretia suddenly begins to spasm.
What is it? Secretia! What's wrong?
General Quaesidia, watch out! Queen Secretia is about to have an episode.
Is this a fighting type of episode?
This is not an ordinary episode. Her Majesty Secretia is turning into a monster. How can this happen?
Mutated, level 150, we're not gonna get any buffs or anything. We'll just enjoy the fight as it is. Seems like this fight is doable. I'm wondering how far the game stretches, because level 150 has been the maximum so far that I've encountered. Also elsewhere 145, 150, nothing higher. Anyway, we'll find it out quite soon what else is gonna happen. We've dealt with it quite easily. Those new skills helped quite a lot. I'm prioritizing skills scrolls over new heroes. This is fine. What happened?
Why did Her Majesty Secretia turn into such a monster? We killed her. How did it turn out like this?
Silence! Be quiet!
Quaesitia stands silently before the deceased Secretia, uttering not a word. You can sense that she is overwhelmed by profound grief.
Yes, I'm calmer than I thought I would be. Perhaps I've already become a cold-blooded monster. Or maybe I was born one. Dragon Slayer, Lathander. When you told me that the entire Parenthalis clan had turned into monsters, I had a feeling that, possibly, Secretia had also become one. I had prepared myself to face any situation. But the things that have happened are still beyond my expectations. Leave, all of you. I wish to be alone for a while. Lathander, bring Oster here to see me afterwards. With Secretia gone, there are many matters that the Thalassen clan needs to address.
I'm not sure if Secretia was really gone.
My condolences to you, General Quaesitia.
Yeah, well,
Let us take
we'll
our
see.
leave and give General Quaesitia time to herself.
I have no idea. It's all so sudden. Why did Her Majesty Secretia become a monster?
Oh, no idea.
You and Lathander explain everything to Ghul'ende.
Queen Secretia became a monster after contracting the rot. I suspect the Parenthalis clan transformed in much the same way. Do you still remember our earlier hypothesis that the meteorite crystal that fell onto Tenebria caused the rot? The ancient records mention that when the meteorite crystal fell, the Parenthalis clan happened to lose their final battle against the Thalassen clan and hid in their own castle. The Parenthalis clan had already contracted the rot before taking refuge. During their seclusion, they had a collective episode and turned into monsters. So, when the Thalassen clan later breached the castle, all they found inside were monsters. This is the truth behind the disappearance of the Parenthalis clan.
I see. I just can't imagine. I can't take it all in. All this time, I thought that Quaesitia had imprisoned Her Majesty Secretia. Nothing is as I thought. I think I might leave Tenebria to see the outside world. It'll be a change of mood, and I'll get to know more people. I suppose that'll be a good thing.
On account of the Dragon Slayer, I can release you now privately. But you must leave the unyielding silk immediately. Otherwise, your fate will be dire.
I understand. I'll leave the unyielding silk right away. I'll head to Delver's Deep to rest up for a few days and decide on my itinerary before setting off. Outlander, if you have the time, you can come to the tavern in Delver's Deep to find me.
So that's what I will have to do next.
General Quaesitia has unblocked the northern gate once you've repaired the Holy Channel. You're now free to venture deeper into Tenebria for your meteorite crystals. In addition, I have arranged a scholar to assist you. Her name is Sifla. You have met her before in the barracks of Parenthalis Nili. She is capable and will surely be of great help. I hope that you'll be able to find the meteorite crystal quickly, so that Tenebria will be rid of its anomalies and the rot will be stopped from spreading further. I'll be returning to Dark Silver Tower to discuss our next steps with General Quaesitia later. The death of Queen Secretia is unfavorable news for the Thalassen clan. Once news of Queen Secretia's death spreads, the other clans will begin making their moves. General Quaesitia and I must resolve all issues before then, to ensure that the Thalson clan remains in power.
So we'll go north. And retrieve the crystal.
Do you still remember me? I'm Sifla. Come to me.
Moment, I have an important chest. There are at least 2 ties left.
We meet again, Dragon Slayer. Speaking of which, it seems that our every meeting is in some forsaken hole. You're rather composed. I thought you'd be scared out of your wits at the sight of this place.
I'm not scared,
Good.
really.
I've always hated being around cowards. As my mentor once told me, cowards never get close to the truth. I've wanted to explore this area for a long time, and when I learned that Lord Lathander was looking for someone to assist you, I signed up right then and there. The fact that a meteorite crystal landed here is known to only precious few, my mentor among them. He used to conduct secret research here. After Queen Secretia went missing, General Quaesitia suddenly sealed up this place. My mentor ended up exiled after contracting the rot, halting his research. This place is called Corruption Meteor Field. More than 300 years ago, a purple meteorite crystal landed here. And after that, Tenebria was overrun with monsters and plague. I had investigated the surrounding area before you arrived.
Glad we have a map. This looks like one of the last places that we haven't discovered yet.
The area north of here is teeming with monsters. Do you remember those monsters we encountered in Parenthalis Nile? The monsters here are very similar to those. I heard Lord Lathander say that the monsters in Parenthalis Nile are actually the mutated members of the Parenthalis clan. I believe that these monsters are likely the same as well.
So we got another of these monster droplets.
Yes, there are many of these things scattered around. I believe that this place may have been a garrison for the Parenthalis clan's troops. All their soldiers have turned. After we parted ways in Parenthalis Nile, I did some research. What you encountered there was the 2nd Legion of the Parenthalis clan, led by Theomodius. I believe the Corruption Meteor Field here is likely to be the garrison of the 1st Legion of the Parenthalis clan, led by the Queen of the Parenthalis clan, Zevesta Parenthalis. Zevesta Parenthalis is the most magically gifted member of the Parenthalis clan, and the former queen of the Deep Elves. We must exercise extreme caution when entering their former territory. Well then, let's set off now. Follow me.
Attempts available to what? Corruption Meteor Field. Okay, yet another one. Looks like a boss to grind. Okay, that's the next place. So this is still just an exploration. No, I'm not gonna teleport. But glad that I can. This is good for tough fights. I'm also glad that these are not opponents, but just some things that grow here. We're near the end. So that's the boss. We have quite a few minions. Those are all fights. I cannot avoid this one. Should be level 150 opponents already. No, they go higher than 150. That's interesting. So we'll do a couple of fights like this one. And meet the boss somehow. I'm positioning myself towards the boss as much as possible. Maybe we don't even have to do all the fights. Remember, these are the monsters that split. So you defeat them and then two appear right after. And then you defeat the smaller ones and the two even smaller will appear. So it's not like new waves are coming, it's just they split continuously. Okay, now that we got almost went through it, let's still do one more split. I'll try to avoid the rest of the fights as much as possible. I'm sure that we'll have like 3 or 4 at least, but I know where to go. And it doesn't look like a maze. Now, I won't be able to avoid the next one, because we cannot jump in the water. What's up? That's some sort of a software bug. You see, it doesn't let me go forward. Now it does. Yeah, it is definitely a software bug because I clicked on places where I was supposed to go to. So it's pacing is quite good. So story, maze fight, then story, maze fight, and now this is like the third wave already. And then there is a boss fight at the end. It must be like level 155 or something. We're already quite high in terms of levels, so it's quite calculable at this stage. And I don't think there is anything else left. We don't have anything else to explore anymore in terms of territories. We still have a lot of purple question marks and the main story still has to advance. But we're really close to the conclusion as far as I know. I can actually ask. So it is possible to see what kind of main story arcs there are in season 1. But I think we're quite close. Okay, let's get going. So we may be able to sneak. Yeah, we managed to sneak through. That's good news. And Zilpha didn't do much either. So they're guarding a chest, so I would recommend doing the fight. Just in case the chest contains something interesting. So while they are doing this, I will look at the main story arcs. We're back, by the way, it's just I had to open a browser tab. So, what are the main campaign story arcs in DragonHeir Season 1? And I'm near the end of the road, where I have to retrieve the meteorite crystal. See, so I just asked the question. It sounds like you're nearing an exciting moment, approaching the retrieval of the meteorite crystal. While official sources don't break down Season 1 story into formal campaign arcs, that's the problem, because otherwise I would know. We can piece together the narrative flow and major milestones based on player documentation and developer communications. So, spell out of the Frog Journey, Season 1. Journey through Season 1. Prologue Awakening, we're the Traveler in the Soul Plane. Main quest and exploration, this has happened already, like some of these. New regions in Adentia. So Adentia was the first base. I found some maps, by the way, so Adentia is the first location, then there was the second one, this is the third and final one, and I've explored basically everything. We'll continue if we'll have some boring fight. This seems to block our way, this opponent, so we won't be able to pass without doing the fight. Oh, 2 wounded bears, okay. Level 160, this may be difficult. I'm also keeping an eye on the health meters and shields. So, then, local quests, regional missions, mini narratives, that's easy. The trials, temporal vortex, that's easy. Otherworld exploration. Around day 57, Otherworld exploration unlocks, transporting travelers to the Sanguine Snowfield. So some extra story is gonna come. And these are not exactly the campaign, but some other things. If the meteorite crystal you mentioned occurs near the end of the world map exploration, yeah, it is, just before the Otherworld arc, you're likely entering the final chapters of that Snowfield arc. No, this is not the Snowfield arc. This leads to the showdown with the Resurgent Dragon in the Otherworld exploration storyline. This would place the meteorite even squarely in or just before the second phase of the final story arc. Oh, what is this? Final story arc. So, yeah, so I confirm it is map exploration, and based on the wiki, I have explored everything. I am now in a swamp near the unyielding silk, north of it, to be exact. How much is left from story campaign map exploration? So that's a good question, isn't it? We'll find it out. We'll find out the answer quite soon. It's just some foreshadowing. Now he's guarding a chest, so we'll most likely fight this one too. So already completed map exploration there. That's the thing, like, I don't want these extra content, but it just doesn't understand these things. Probably close to completion. So the main quest, very close to completion. And then you just grind the rest, which I may not do, I'm not sure about it. So if I am ready with campaign / map exploration, is it fine if I just stop? Don't even log in until the end of season 1 and go to season 2 with what I have right now. Will I be able to complete season 2? This is an important question, isn't it? So yes, you can safely stop playing at the end of campaign map exploration of season 1 and return only when season 2 starts. Okay, that's good news. We will see the details quite soon. I can sneak somehow. Yeah. It doesn't have any like chest guarding or anything, so we managed to bypass at least one fight. But not the second one. They're already on level 165. I'm impressed. And then all of a sudden I will lose. Hopefully not. So here is what it means in practice and whether you'll be ready for season 2. What you keep. That's also important, what you keep. Season transitions work similarly than what they do in other games. Your account characters and progress are preserved. Artifacts, gear, currencies, and unlocked heroes carry over. Amazing. You won't be logged out of season 2 content even if you skip the final optional parts of season 1, like Snowfield and Leaderboard. Because remember, on day 57 there is gonna be Snowfield, so I'll have to log into Snowfield. Even now there is a Dungeons and Dragon collaboration map, most likely, that we will need to do. So I haven't done that, but I won't be logged out of season 2 even then. What I miss out on. So, Otherworld exploration, I did some... By the way, I did Otherworld exploration already today, I think it was just one fight. Late game rewards like Top Gear and Story Closure, helpful but not mandatory. Final local NPC quests. So the side quests, the purple quests, Fey Miranda and Temporal Vortex, leaderboard rewards. I'm not competing in the leaderboard anyway, I don't have time to test different teams. I have one team, I go with it, I collect whatever is good enough to complete all the story, and then I go to number 2. Resurgent Dragon Boss, final season boss. I think that's where you need to be in the top 150. So you need to grind all the way until the end if you want to compete there, and also need to have a good team for this. Seasonal achievement, minor cosmetics, limited time currency, I don't care about this. So you can absolutely compete. Season 2 begins fresh with its own story, map and rewards. You still have your team resources and power, so you will have legendaries, you don't have to summon that much. Content is designed to be accessible even to players who didn't complete every challenge in the previous season. So main map, decent team, and we're not chasing for top competitive placement. We're in a good spot. So event rewards and everything is still completed, is good. And if Snowfield is unlocked, even 1-2 days of exploration there can net strong rewards with minimal effort. Okay, we're here in the minimum effort track, so that's why I'm there. Did we have a problem with this level 165 crew? Because it took 3 minutes. Actually, even if it's 3x speed, it's 3 minutes. Anyway, reward drops are slightly better than usual. And this looks like the boss. So we got to the boss while we were researching what DragonHeir is like. And we skipped some of these other opponents, which is fine with me. Let's defeat the final boss. Chief challenge. Maybe we'll have to come back and grind again. What is going on? 170. First I'll try without any buffs. I should have done it with buffs, by the way. But if we can do it without buffs, that's even better. But for some reason the opponent is not getting damaged. So if I get beaten, which is a distinct possibility, then it is time to do something with this account. Now, we're not damaging the main boss because we're damaging the two minions, the Cobra and the Spider. First the Cobra, second the Spider. This is good, but one of the heroes, the fourth one, is quite low on health. Now she has some shield, this Frost and Snow one. But if they all survive without dying after the minions are dead, now we can damage the main boss. So let's see, time-wise 8:49, and she's healing herself, that's bad. So we cannot guarantee that we're gonna grind the health meter down fully, because she has a 18 or 24 second cycle of healing herself, and if we don't damage the boss enough, then it's basically gonna be timeout. So it's not like we're not strong enough, in a sense that we cannot survive, because we will be able to survive. It's rather that we don't have the opportunity to deal enough damage to end the fight itself. Because you see that this doesn't look enough. Maybe I need to bring a different team, maybe I need to rebuild the teams, bring more damage dealers, or just do a buff. Now I'll wait for one more healing cycle, and you see that we're not getting anywhere with this. So I will just do my best with the redeployment. Yeah, just redeploy for now, and let's see if we can do anything. And if not, then we'll just call it a day, and next time we'll continue with a better team. Now healing is not needed, buff, that's what I need. So anything that is, what is this? Attack 10%, accuracy 15, that's not good, but not enough. We're not doing fire damage. We are doing cold damage, but this is not enough. Let's see the gold ones. Radiant damage resistance, no. Poison damage, no. Cold damage plus 5%. And attack plus, this is what I'm gonna use. We only have one, unfortunately, but this golden food is gonna be what I need to use. And if it's not enough, then it's not enough. Like, what can I do? Also, we can check the team just a bit, because we have a couple of other golden artifacts. First of all, everyone should be on level 20. Everyone should have the best possible crystals. Now here the best possible crystals are unfortunately only purple. Like the background is purple, not the crystal. I cannot equip this because you can just equip purple crystals. And if I upgrade this all the way, then it's a plus 12 only. So I can check out the stats. So resistance, accuracy, defense, percent critical damage. If there is anything like this is not good. Here we don't know. So these are like only two. Crit damage HP, no. HP percent crit damage, no. Crit damage resistance, this can be something, so I will look at the remaining ones. HP percent defense, no. Next, proficiency crit rate, and it's flat attack. Proficiency, flat attack, flat defense, proficiency. So I will use this one first. Let's see what kind of skills we get. Crit rate, HP defense, not good. This is the main stat is HP. So we'll leave at this. Here, resistance, proficiency, accuracy, attack, defense percent. Now I'm not a big fan of the defense percent at this stage, but because they all survive. But what can I do? Let's see the sets. So 2 swords and 2 other types of swords. So attack plus 20, attack speed plus 20, and critical hit 30%, 5% chance of dealing more. Okay. Now attack skill haste 20%. This is the second one. What if I got this attack accuracy? I don't think that we're lacking accuracy specifically. Okay, either way, we're fine. We're more or less attackers, and stats themselves are good enough. So this hero is in an okay spot. This hero with the plus 20 thing. Now the Scarlet Chess artifact. attack percent is with this dwarf. So I can take this. First of all, I can upgrade it and refine it all the way, but not to level 20 because I don't have enough. So this is something that I still need to farm for. So I won't hurt this one. Here, accuracy plus 40, skill haste something. 20% chance, we're not going for gambling, so it's not something that I would like to do. But we can compare and contrast the stats. Attack percent, HP percent, accuracy, attack. If we have anything better, like accuracy, crit rate, attack, this looks really solid. And resistance. This looks in fact so solid that so I need to deal more damage. I'm surviving already. So why not take this and equip. Now let's see if we can do elemental ascension. No, we cannot. And whether we can temper. What is tempering? Now we have one option to do something with accuracy or attack percent or crit rate. So we can temper crit rate, sure. We can temper accuracy. Come on, let's temper it. So this is one. We cannot do elemental ascension. And we're done with this, and we can add any set in here. The pieces don't matter. Crit damage, HP. So this is quite a bad set, and we can do anything that has good stats. For example, attack, crit damage, crit rate. I'll just refine this one. I don't mind about the rest. And equip. We don't mind because we got the 3-year set already. Now this one is like number 12. This is the maximum. Stats are attack speed, attack percent, proficiency, defense. If we find anything better, this is not better. This is not better. I don't like things in general when you have like attack and defense at the same time, but it's still, the other 3 stats are convincing, so I'm fine with equipping this piece. So this piece here. And about this piece, this is the second one. So remove first of all. And I think we can go all the way up to level 12. This is more important. Attack percent, crit rate. Well, HP doesn't hurt, but it's not the primary thing that I wanted because we're still surviving. Oh, this is the other one. Equip. So the second hero is fine. What about the third one? So we have a plus 20, plus 12. We have this type of thing that is on plus 20. And we have a 3-year set just like before. And these stats: defense, attack percent, resistance, HP. A bit too many flat stats, so I will look around just in case I find anything significantly better. This has potential. Flat stats are fine for accuracy, resistance, proficiency. This looks more like it, but it's the only one with this shield. HP plus 20, resistance plus, so I'll upgrade it. We'll see about the fourth stat. Defense percent, HP percent, attack. These are the rolls. Double roll defense. This is unfortunate, but what can I do? I will simply... First I'll check temper, just in case we had anything like crit rate. Amazing. Attack percent, no. HP percent, no. Defense percent, yes. So we will survive, but at this stage my build is more on like attack damage, critical rate, critical damage, critical anything. and that's fine. And we have a 3-year set, and the 4th one, I mean, we don't have a pair for this because we can have 4 artifacts, and if we have a 3-year set, then what can I do? Maybe I can find another shield somewhere. So let's see, do we have shields that are good? So resistance, crit rate, defense percent, and flat attack. I think we can find something better, but the problem is that HP and resistance, I mean, we don't need it. Because you saw that we're surviving. That's the thing. So, okay, we're fine. We're mostly fine. And let's see the other one. So, we haven't talked about this hero. So, we have the pairs, attack, enlightenment. Fine. Crit rate, accuracy, resistance, proficiency. That's fine. And this one, HP, accuracy. So at least we get accuracy, that helps. With HP, I mean, we're not dying anyway. And here we have some no roll accuracy. Fine. And what about the last hero? So you got mostly defensive stuff. All of them on plus 20. Flat stats. So if I have any, but I don't have any other shields that are like golden. Here I do. So HP, defense, crit rate, and attack percent. This is fine, but if I have more things that deal damage, especially critical damage, plus attack, I might do a sneak peek to see if this is actually a good one. 4th stat is resistance double rolled, the other 2 are single rolled. Tough luck, I'm not gonna make changes. Now, it is also possible to check other sets. So for example, this set gives us defense, we don't want this. This set gives us enlightenment resistance, we don't want this either. This one, HP accuracy, it is better than defense and skill haste. Well, skill haste, I think that skill haste still does something when we want to damage the opponent. Now, it is also possible to cross financing, so attack enlightenment, this one attack accuracy. Attack accuracy is not bad. So if you could find something here that has better stats, but no, they don't. Gold and better stats. I could make a case for it. HP, defense, defense, no way. So that's once again unfortunate. I don't have much. So we have made our deployment already. Skill wise, I think we're mostly fine. We don't need to heal. We don't need these things either. We don't need extra management either. So as long as we keep the same team, we're fine with this. Other than that, I will have to bring in some more damage dealers. So let's see, attack aura, accuracy aura, and resistance aura. Fine. Let's do the fight and let's see. I'm not sure if these changes are sufficient. I mean, we have the extra buff. The most important thing is that for these builds, I increased attack and skill haste and damage or critical rate and these kinds of things on purpose. First, I want to see if they survive at all. The increase was not that significant though. And if they survive, then we need to reach an equilibrium that the boss heals less than the amount that we're damaging. This was the objective. It looks like that we're killing the minions a bit faster than before. This is good news. But then we'll have to see if we're damaging quickly enough. because this opponent is healing regularly. So 842 was the last heal. And 830 was the next, so they keep on healing. Now healing is a bit slower. We can see that we're making small progress at least. We're increasing the damage per second too, and the opponent is now acting. But unfortunately this healing almost made it. Now almost, but not fully. But you see, every single time they reach these, so what does this do? Has a 100% chance of inflicting stun to the enemy for 3 seconds, next 3 seconds necrotic damage enemy every 0.6 seconds, each time stealing 3% of ultimate energy and healing the hero. That's bad. This one, so this is Siphon, 100% chance of, are these both Siphons? Yeah, they are both Siphons. And this, Start Over. This necrotic damage to all enemies with 75% chance of inflicting attack penalty 2 on them for 10 seconds. Dispels all debuffs from all allies and heals them. Well, it doesn't have allies anymore. For each individual ally grants an increase in the healing for each debuff successfully dispelled. Now we are our own allies, which means that we benefit from this as well. Now I am patient, because I can see that we're dealing some damage. It's also a bit luck dependent. I really want to make sure that once the turn meter reaches maximum, and it is reaching it now. Yeah, we're grinding it down very slowly, that's the equilibrium. With a big jitter. Yeah, this is the second healing effect, and then we will need to make sure to damage quickly until the turn meter reaches maximum. It's a bit out of sync because on every second turn we have the skills aligned in a way that we deal less damage, so we deal a different amount of damage each turn. But it seems like that whatever I'm doing, it is not enough. So, you know what the best course of action in this case is? Just retreat, quit, and try again next time once we have better heroes that can basically defeat this opponent. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna experiment with other heroes as well. I have enough artifacts, I have enough heroes, I'll bring some other ones that are good attackers, and then we'll see. So this order, okay, this is just the opponent's description. Yeah, that's the issue, the healing. It's like the green keep in Raid Shadow Legends. It's difficult because it's a stalemate. So we're not gonna get there. This is a check. Are we dealing enough damage or are we not dealing enough damage? And I failed this check. Because the opponent is healing faster than our damage dealing capabilities. We have defense up, ally protection, all these things. Now, I couldn't care less about more defense, obviously. So it seems like we're dying. If I go to redeploy, does this help? In a sense that with the potions, with the buffs, I think we lost the buffs already, right? Yeah, so I might as well just look at some others, like for example here, very high HP, so kind of tanky. Attack is not bad. For some the crit rate is quite low. Or does everyone? Yeah, everyone starts with 10% crit rate. Attack interval, that is changed as well. Defense, enlightenment, crit damage, resistance, skill haste. And then we have some other legendaries. And all of them have a crit damage of 50% by default. I have a lot worse attacks, or attack skill. And the rest are also worse. But look at this, Lorentil 1657. Too bad I don't have other orange legendaries. Too bad I don't have other blue legendaries either. Only some Wukong. But I'm open to experimenting with other colors. And I'm even open to doing the following. We have this guy with 1544 attack. Defense is kind of okay, we have crit damage. Attack interval is really fast, 1.82. You see this attack interval is like 250. With all the deductions it's still just 250. She's like looks like a support character a bit. And we could give these skills or the equipment to this guy and just see if we're dealing more damage. That's one possibility. See here as well, attack 1560. But attack interval, it's 250, 250, 250. All of them are 250 except for... So basically Oster is the best in terms of attacking quickly. And like 1.52 seconds. All of these are 250. Some Wukong is like 2 seconds. And attack is kind of high too. But I need the colors as well, so yellow and the white one, Frost. Because otherwise you don't have a match. So there are possibilities. I will just flee from the battle for now. And I think we'll need to grind for a week or so. Or weaken the opponent as well. I don't know the name. So if we click here, there is no name. It's like a monster. So who is the corruption meteor field final boss? We'll see. And a heal far too much for me to damage them. My team is, and then you can see my team. This is season 1, not season 2. So Ghul'ende, exactly. So my team is currently Thorin, attack and 80k interval seem low. Then the next one is Vinyara. attack interval seems, so it's not low but weak. Then who else? And also gearing can be improved greatly. Oster. So looks good. Then we have two more. Losenia. High attack but slow ATK interval. If I'm not mistaken, these are the base skills that matter. And then I haven't checked out the specific skills yet. Then the fifth one is Urion. Has low attack but ATK interval is 20% faster than the slow ones. So let's see. Also elements are like we have necrosis, poison, radiance and so on. That's the second one. Schools. Here we have 2 frost and 3 support. This may be way off, the 3 support. I could exchange a support to frost. For example, there is this guy. Drist do Urden. What would you recommend as a good team? What changes? I may not have all heroes you suggest. So we never know. So this is the question, what would you recommend? And he's doing the search, I mean the chat, because others have had the problems too. Final boss of the corruption meteor field, and dealing with excessive healing and overpowered attack can be super frustrating. Ghul'ende heals massively during his ultimate, and this produces buffs to allies, making sustained damage hard. He's ranked as an S tier necrosis support and notorious for this tricky mechanic. Players have found success by combining high resistance, accuracy, and attack down debuffs to soften the blow. 100 resist, 50% HP, and get 100% attack. Might need some healing reduction. Interrupt when he starts his ultimate. Stun or freeze should work. Okay. Current team. So this is the current team, these 5 people. Weak attack and slow. Support with good control. Solid DPS Oster. High attack slow interval. And low DPS 20% faster interval. This can work but may lack consistent frost stacking or tankiness. Tankiness is not a problem. Recommend Frost Focus team. Core Frost DPS. Oster is fine. Who is Losenia? That's a big question. So we'll filter on Frost. That's the only unit I have, Drist. What about the epics? I mean, epics can work. Rares, I don't think so. Excellent at applying frost and boosting team attack, that's fine. Or Vitar, which you don't have. Yeah, these rares are just, doesn't matter. Strong epic rare backups. Usha. Rowena is the second option. But attack interval is bad. It's all about the skills, I guess. Epic Frost DPS with defense piercing on frosted enemies. Solid right click assassin. What about Usha? This one. Attack interval is fine. Defense is really low. Rare Frost DPS that doubles her damage against frosted targets, widely efficient. Then we have Voresh. I don't have all of them, of course. Suggested team building, core frost damage. So we have Losenia. This one. Frost application. Yeah, we heard that multiple times. Usha. Or Oster or Vitar. So Oster is there. Support control. And then we have tank. Urinon can stay if built with high resistance. So I'll go back to all skills. Thorin, Vinyara can stay if built with high resistance. What's resistance? 91, almost 100. Applies attack penalty 2 and adds survivability. For defense. Tank. So support control. Voresh, buff strip AoE excellent versus healing bout bosses. Vinyara, freeze attack down ultimate energy reduction. Unfortunately, no one was mentioned. Team example. I don't have those teams. Strategy is there. Dedicated frost team. So this means that adding another frost, I'll check if so what about Drist do Urden? That's a big question, isn't it? Very strong hero, especially for single target DPS, and can be useful against bosses, but whether he fits depends on your overall team composition and goals. Affinity support, but plays like rogue DPS. So single target damage, that's fine, because we have one opponent at the end. If you struggle to burst down Ghul'ende before a healing phase and your Frost team is lacking single target focus, you can't field enough Frost heroes to trigger synergy bonus anyway, but I need the third synergy, and you have gear with high crit rate, crit damage, and speed up attack interval. Okay, I understand. So what we have to do is we need to get rid of one of the yellow ones. So let's see the team. The team suggestions. So in the team example, Thorin was nowhere. In the other team example, Losenia, Usha, and so on, so Thorin was never mentioned as a good alternative. Weak attack and slow. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll simply replace Thorin with a frost guy. Which means no quick equip, this is not what I wanted. So anyway, I'll go to upgrade and we'll steal everything from Thorin that we can. So instead of this harp, we're gonna take Thorin's. So I'll equip whatever was Thorin's. But elements do not match, so it cannot match. Okay. I can equip this one if the elements match. Proceed, absolutely. And then upgrade it as much as possible. This is an AI assisted improvement. Oh, I can do like as much as possible. I don't know how far I can get to. Yeah, it's this is the maximum I can do today. So we're gonna be at level 13, fine. And then we'll need to do, so this is not the quick thing. High crit rate, high crit damage, high everything like this. So first of all, I'm gonna take everything that is Thorin's. Crit damage, defense, HP, attack and attack speed are improved. So let me equip this. Absolutely, Thorin will be stripped fully. So same thing here. I just had no idea what Thorin was capable of. I was like playing the game until the first real challenge, and now we're facing the first real challenge. Let's equip Thorin stuff. And this one. Equip. We'll have to also use, so Thorin is not here because it's different element, it seems. So I will just refine it up to level 12. This is the absolute maximum. And we have some others. So defense, crit rate, attack percent. So crit rate, attack percent, that's what we want. But we're not getting enough. Accuracy, crit rate. Let's see this one. This could have some potential. Attack percent, resistance. So I might as well equip this. Now, regarding the other stones, +4. There are some +12s, but I need to grind some more. Fine. So we have officially built this hero. And, well, advancement. Can we advance this? No, we cannot. Too bad. Skills, talent. That's what I've been grinding for a while. And then the path. This is good. Also good. So far this one. And we need to add frost, so I will select the bottom one because of synergy reasons, but then I cannot do anything else. Okay, now we have the skill increases. We cannot do anything else other than this, and we'll just get rid of this hero. So yeah, you're Thorin. But which one are you? You're Thorin, right? Yeah, you are Thorin. Good. And then we'll place the damage DPS in the front row. And wait, this is kind of stupid because we need the frost ones in the front row and the support ones in the back row. And we're balanced. Maybe I placed this one in the middle because here we're symmetrical. We'll manage the buffs. So we'll need some amazing buffs. Radiant damage, resistance, no. Well, resistance doesn't hurt. Radiant damage, defense, no. Poison damage and attack 10%. So we can also see what kind of schools or elements we are. So poison is not what I have. I mostly have ice, like how surprising, frost or ice. So I can be looking for ice damage, but I don't have ice damage obviously. Or I can craft more potions. Now buffs. I may go for extra resistance, because in the first and the second one we can resist, and the main one we heal. Max HP no, max HP accuracy no, attack accuracy yes, absolutely. I will need to craft a bit more of these potions. I'll go with this one even if it's just an epic thing. And I'll try this. If I succeed, fine. If I don't, then this will be the end of the video. So first we'll go for the minions. We have to survive the first phase. This is the most important part. Because if we get killed, then unfortunately we won't be able to deal enough damage to the boss. Now it's half a minute already done and they are all still alive. It's a bit of a disappointment, but they are all dying all at once. And let's see the single damage DPS, whether his presence helps. And also the triple frost instead of the double frost. Now, we defeated one of the heroes. This is always bad, so we have one less support, but we still have more damage. The second hero is about to die. The third hero is about to die. We applied shield just on time. And it looks like that we are missing that other legendary. So, okay, this is a failed experiment. Could have known this. So, I'll just quit. It could work, but it didn't work. So, I cannot enhance skill level, it's already maximum. I basically lost a couple of potions. I think I need to wave a white flag right here. And it's not the last lap, but I mean, like in an American motor race. But it's basically, I need to regroup, get some better buffs, get some better heroes. So, you know, I have so many summons. Well, mainly purple summons, but now I have like 26 extra summons, extra crystals, extra everything. I'm sure that in a matter of a week or two, it's gonna be doable. I need to do one summon anyway for the missions, so doesn't matter. I got a rare, amazing. I don't mind about this. So anyway, we will see. We will see who are the good heroes to defeat this opponent. It's gonna be doable. I just farmed the right things to level up the artifacts. I will also need the right artifacts. We can still defeat the minions. I will retrain the original team, the support team. It seems like that we need that support. And with that, we're finishing this episode. We need to get a lot stronger to proceed. It will take a while. And then in the next episode, we will continue. I'll show you the team as well.